So, joining us now, the former Labour Party advisor, Ayesha Hazarika. Ayesha Hazarika, do you agree with what you heard from Joe Stevens, that the core of the problem here is the anti-Semitism issue?
I think a lot of it is the anti-Semitism thing, but also there's like a cultural problem in the Labour Party now. I think a lot of Labour MPs and a lot of activists such as myself, we're all distraught today, by the way, and we're distraught with everybody. We're distraught with the people who have left because it gifts the Tory party a lifeline at a time when the Tory party is in crisis. And we're dismayed with the leadership as well, because if you tell people to go away enough, they will one day. So it's kind of a plague on everyone's houses at the moment. I think there's a lot of policies that Jeremy Corbyn has put forward that a lot of activists and MPs like. The last manifesto resonated on the doorstep. There's lots of, domestic policy stuff that is popular with people, from renationalising trains to sort of trying to be more anti-austerity, all of that. But the Labour Party is not just a sort of, arid platform for policies. It's about what kind of culture we are. And we've always prided ourselves on being, there to fight discrimination in all its forms, to fight racism in all its forms. And I think the left has got a blind spot about anti-Semitism. I think there's a large number of people in the Labour Party right now who seem to think anti-Semitism is not the same as racism, that it's somehow a kind of a separate thing that isn't quite as bad. And Joe is right about the bullying as well. The bullying and intimidation and lack of political sort of tolerance has reached fever pitch. I mean, I'm good friends with Luciana Berger, and some of the messages she gets from Labour Party people who want Jeremy Corbyn to be, it's in their hashtags, Jeremy Corbyn for Prime Minister, the most horrific anti-Semitism, the most horrendous violence, wishing ill thoughts on her unborn child. That is not the Labour Party I joined.
But I suppose the thing is that people like you've been warning of this for months now. The voices this morning of the 7 leaving saying these people can't be part of the change because they're part of the problem, talking about the leadership of the party. Are you confident that this is going to be the wake-up call that changes things?
I'd like to be. Look, I'm a blind optimist most of the time, but I really, really hope that the Labour Party leadership wake up to this. I'm sceptical that they will. They could really show leadership right now by being kind in their response, by being humane in their response, by understanding the real complexities that everyone is dealing with. If they're carrying on bullying people, mocking people, just saying, yeah, get out of our party, we don't want you anymore, they will be sorry, because Labour cannot win a majority if the public sees the Labour Party as the nasty party.
So far, the response from the leadership band has been fairly bullish this morning. Do you think that there will be more MPs out the door?
Possibly, yes. I think a lot of MPs will be biding their time and watching what happens with this group, and also watching to see how the leadership and the officials in the party respond, particularly on anti-Semitism and particularly on Brexit as well, because don't forget, the Brexit issue is tearing apart the Conservative Party. It is also starting to tear apart the Labour Party. There's a big final push for a people's vote. That's what a lot of Labour Party activists and members want. The leadership is resisting that. So this could actually be the beginning of stuff which is actually worse to come for the Labour Party. But I want to be clear, I'm very, very upset about this. And all this does is basically provide a gift to the Conservative Party.
Ayesha Hazarika, thanks so much for joining us.